Oh my god. Gabe Sayers, what is going on? It's 2 a.m. This is disgusting. Oh
Give me the microphone.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry. You see it. I see it. TFcrew Unhinged views are down. The roster is calling me. When the views, I need my free social media presence. I can't do anything myself. Well, I see it. And that's okay, all right? So you better watch Unhinged today because, frankly, the mob is coming after me. They're going to fuck my girlfriend, and they said they're going to gape my little sister. So, guys, please watch Unhinged. I'm $15,000 in debt. They're going to come for me, and they're going to make me watch. So please watch Unhinged, and I love you guys.
And in this corner, he is the icon, Joe Star. And in this corner, they call him the opener of all openers, Caster.
You about to get your ass. Now the death row's finally concluded, I can safely say that it was a successful invasion, baby. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
well, Caster, you got beat in the middle of the ring by Red Dot, so how can it be successful?
let me get something straight. Most of the people talking like that have never won or lost anything in their entire life. You guys live your life safe, going from work to home, from school to home, not taking any risk or chances whatsoever. So you have no room to talk about my wins or lack of. But since we're on that topic, Death Row was not about winning for me. It was about doing what I was set out to do. Because months ago, I called my shot. I said I was showing up to Death Row. I was going to invade, and Gabe was going to do nothing about it. And then what happened? Showed up to Death Row. I invaded, and Gabe did nothing about it. So since I'm kind of like good at this whole calling your shots thing, it's time to do it again. Joe Star, I have a mutual respect for you. Every time I say Joe Star, it's just something in here that tingles. Maybe it's the fact that we both have grinded and busted our ass to be where we are right now. And it's only up from here for both of us. But just because we've had a similar path and still have room to grow, that doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to knock me off my momentum, knock me off my stock. That doesn't mean you're on my level, is what I'm saying. And if you think you are on my level, well, then I guess we'll see at Unhinged. You'll bring your A game, bring the best of Joe Star, bring Joe Star's greatest hits. And I'm going to bring my greatest hits, and we'll really determine who's the best. But I think we both know who's the better man. But once that bell rings and it's all said and done, the momentum will have been shifted, the losses will have been turned around, and it will be time for a celebration, baby. But good news for you, Joe Star. Since I respect you so much, after you lose on this Unhinged, I'll invite you to the after party. Cheers, bro.
Sir.
Hey, how about you let me take care of my business?
Corners.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the anonymous voice of the TFcrew, and we have a Unhinged match for you today. This is the opener of Unhinged. As you see, it is Caster versus Joe Star. Joe Star's singles debut here in the TFcrew. Caster, an already established original of the TFcrew, now locking up for Joe Star, and actually not locking up. Caster making a good point. Joe Star does have a heavy weight advantage on Caster, but Caster does have the height advantage. Caster's not looking to grapple Joe Star. Or possibly is it? Calling for the process of strength. Now he just boots him right in the gut. Cheap shot from Caster right here, immediately locking in that headlock. He's trying to wear down the enigma that is Joestar. Joestar has a high charisma. Joestar has high energy, and Caster is trying to slow that down from the get-go by locking in this headlock, and it immediately collides into a big shoulder tackle. Both men stumbling away. Joestar looking like he got the better of that exchange, though. Caster stumbling a lot farther than Joestar did. Joestar inviting Caster to hit the ropes, and another collision between both of them. And again, Joestar looking like he's gotten the better of the exchange. And now Joestar hitting it. Caster swings a line, ducks, big shoulder tackle from Joestar, drops down Caster, and Caster is frustrated. He knows he shouldn't have done that, and he got baited into that. And maybe Joestar rubbing it in his face a little bit with immediately going back to the headlock that Caster had locked in earlier. Joestar wrenching on that. Caster trying to fight, trying to get some fists, trying to make a little bit of a match out of this right now. And oh my god, throwing him into the ref. Cheap antics and cheap tactics from Caster, but Joestar follows up with the running European uppercut, hitting the other corner, coming back for another one, and Caster is down on the ground. Joestar now looking for maybe another, shoulder first into the buckle. That is incredibly painful, ladies and gentlemen, and his shoulder might be compromised, and now Caster shooting the takedown and just lighting him up with punches right now. Technically not grabbing the rope. There's no need to break that up. Referee doing a good job of this so far. I do recognize this ref is kind of big, but emphasize the point. Caster now measuring Joestar, should be staying on him right now, and here he is, staying right back on him, trying to catch his breath for a second, and trying to break down Joestar now, straight shoulder to rib, as Caster now looking for something else. Joestar feeling it in the corner, Caster taunting, huge corner splash, walking it away. And Joestar drops it down like a sack of bricks. Caster looking for a pin here, and it's a 2 count only. Caster knows that Joestar has speed for his size, so trying to break him down, trying to knock the wind out of him by attacking this lower body of Joestar is a smart strategy. Surprised he's not going for the shoulder after that missed European uppercut. And that, because that was absolutely brutal, and a chop to the back of Joestar, but Joestar still standing, forearm to the jaw, and Joestar returning the favor. 2 stiff forearms to the jaw, and another stiff forearm, knocking Caster silly right now. Now he's telling Caster, give me another, and Caster elbow to jaw, and there's, oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the TFcrew is all about. Hard-hitting action right here from Caster and Joestar. Absolutely lighting each other up right now. And Caster coming down a little bit and just faking him out. Oh my god. Despicable from Caster right there. Breaking the eyes, acting like he was actually hurt. The smile on his face says it all, ladies and gentlemen. This man knows what he's doing. He thinks he owns the place. He certainly doesn't. He can't pay a damn bill himself. Caster now putting Joestar into the corner, lighting him up with some strikes now. Ref's got to get him out of that corner, because Caster is dealing some damage with these strikes right now. Caster now getting himself dialed, maybe giving himself a little bit of a breather, going for another huge corner splash, and he nails it again, and this time he connects with Joestar's lower body on the enziguri. You know, maybe that was smart from Caster to be going for that lower body again, like we were talking about, trying to knock the air out of Joestar as a huge vertical suplex lands for Caster. Caster rolling through and just now lighting up Joestar, these forearms from the chest to then the jaw, and then the senton ends. What my god. Oh my god. Caster is just attacking this body right now of Joestar. Like I said, trying to knock the air out of him, trying to take all of the energy away from Joestar, which is something that Joestar really feeds on. Joestar coming from NWE and NEW is here making his professional debut for the TFcrew. Caster has certainly been traveling the independent scene a little bit lately, making his rounds at UWF, GTS, even obviously here at the TFcrew, LTW even. Caster trying to use all the new lessons that he's been learning on this independent scene, but Joestar catches him into the code breaker. Caster had a strong lock on that arm, that previously shoulder previously injured shoulder that we saw earlier, but all that attack was going to the lower body, so you gotta pick a limb there. Going for both of them, unfortunately, just wasn't the idea because Joestar was able to recover, but Joestar is cut off. Huge forearm in the corner, and now rolling him out of this corner, here comes Caster. Rolling Cotter drops Joestar. Joestar's got a lot of fight, but Gabe Sayers is on the apron now. Gabe Sayers grabbing the ref, talking to I'm assuming they're just having a friendly conversation right now. Gabe Sayers on the apron, not exactly supposed to be in this match. Caster's confused. Caster doesn't know why the hell Gabe is here. These two men don't exactly like each other. Oh, Caster trying to grab Gabe Sayers. Gabe is slipping off the apron. The TFcrew owners not having any of that. Caster turns around. Joestar super kick. Joestar back in the corner. Hidden blade takes out Caster. Oh my God. Could Joestar earn a TFcrew contract with this? 3 count is had. Your winner is Joestar, and Joestar has officially earned himself a TFcrew contract with this match. Gabe Sayers screwing Caster after Caster invaded his show at Death Row, and now shit-talking him on the mat.
Out of my company forever, and I keep you out next.
Alright, I lost. I lost to Death Row. We also lost to Jeff Nova. Frankly, I lost to the Murder because that was a team effort to beat me. But at the end of the day, I stood on my own 2 feet, which is the only thing that I wanted to prove to that TFcrew audience. Let's talk about it. Jake Dvorak, you interfered in the match. You called your shot, you got your paycheck, you interfered in the match. So Dvorak, we could fight in the TFcrew ring. Or, if you're such a deathmatch wrestler, let's have a death match. ECH, no ring, no rules. Me and you one-on-one. And if you're such a deathmatch wrestler, some man that just loves to bleed, you're so crazy like you claim you are, you'll accept that challenge without a second of hesitation. And Jake, let's have a professional death match. Let's prove that you're not just a yarder, just like every yarder that tries to make their name off me. But moving forward, Caster, you also interfered and fucked up my show, ruining a perfectly good singles match between Leonidas and Rad Dad. So, frankly, I fucked you over in your match against Joestar, alright? You gotta learn that you can't fuck with me. Maybe I am the owner, I do own the TFcrew, but I'm gonna fuck with you back. So, TFcrew, I made it official. The main event of Unhinged is gonna be me and you, Caster, next episode. So, Caster, prove to me you're more than just some punk-ass rookie trying to make their name on my company. Prove to me you have what it takes to be a professional wrestler.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, on Unhinged. Christopher Black is making his way around the venue right now, and Christopher Black is looking to redeem himself after his loss to Doc Holliday at Death Row, ladies and gentlemen. He is a one-time tag team champion, a one-time world YouTube champion, and he tried to claim another title on his resume in TFcrew, but he was unsuccessful. But now, in the battle of TFcrew Originals, Christopher Black tries to hype himself up for what he knows will be a very large task. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent being none other than the TFcrew Original. He is the monster, Mikey Anarchy. Mikey Anarchy being one of the biggest and baddest men in the TFcrew. going to war with some of the best, and not only the TF crew, but on the independent scene as a whole. Mikey Anarchy was unsuccessful at Death Row in challenging for the World YouTube Championship against the Puerto Rican Prince, but as you can see, he is still here, he's still energized, and he is working to climb his way back up to that World YouTube Championship, and a win over Christopher Black, he knows, does a long way to getting back into those rankings right now. He is hyping himself up. The crowd is happy to see him. Mikey Anarchy has beaten some of the best, and he has fought with some of the best. And now, going one-on-one with Christopher Black for the first time ever in any company. This is two TFcrew originals right now, going at it. I'm excited personally. I am the anonymous commentator of the TFcrew, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a certified fight on our hands with a Mikey Anarchy and Christopher Black match.
Hear that, motherfuckers?
And Christopher Black jumping the gun here. Bell just rang. An attack of the lower leg of Mikey Anarchy. He is immediately going for that injured knee. Now, many people know that Mikey Anarchy is susceptible to knee injuries. A couple of opponents have worked it in the past, and Christopher Black immediately gunning for that knee right now, trying to literally snap that knee right as his bell is ringing, right as his match is starting, and trying to keep Mikey Anarchy grounded, because Christopher Black is a technician at the end of the day. Christopher Black is a jiu-jitsu stud, and he knows that if he can take the base out of Mikey Anarchy, he has a good chance of keeping him on the ground and even doing extreme damage on the ground. Christopher Black continuing his assault of this leg right now. Is he wrapping it in the rope right now and stretching it out? These ropes are no joke, ladies and gentlemen. People think that these ropes you can just easily bounce off of, that they're soft, that they're just like trampolines. No, folks. These ropes are just cables wrapped in tape. It is extremely painful to be hitting those ropes like that. And ladies and gentlemen, now looking for that single leg crab right now. Mikey Anarchy clamoring towards the ropes. The ref is trying to make sure he still wants it. Good active ref knows that Mikey Anarchy is still fighting right now, trying to hype himself up, or maybe even the crowd to give him a little bit of juice. That single leg crab just gets kicked out of. Mikey Anarchy trying to make it back to his feet now from the single leg crab, but Christopher Black quickly trying to recover, gain his bearings, figure out what his next move is going to be. And Christopher Black now measuring, sees Mikey Anarchy in the corner, runs in for the drop kick of the knee. What a perfect, precise attack from Christopher Black, but still going back to his injured knee of Mikey Anarchy right now. And now grabbing it once again in another twisting attack to the knee. The crowd is not happy to see it, but at the end of the day, this is a smart move from Christopher Black. It might not be flashy, it might not fucking get a million bajillion TikTok views, but at the end of the day, this is smart professional wrestling, something we don't see a lot nowadays. And Christopher Black, a modern day technical wizard right now, still working down on that leg, really trying to wrench it back right now. And Mikey Anarchy biting his fingers. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but I could just tell. Mikey Anarchy just giving him a chop and trying to work it back up. And headbutts now to Christopher Black. Oh my God, these headbutts are ridiculous. Skull to skull, but Mikey Anarchy is feeling that knee. They're going to try to hype his knee back into place right now. Trying to get that second wind. It is hard to find that second wind in the middle of the wrestling ring, but when you find it, the jets are on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Anarchy now grabbing Christopher Black, but Christopher Black right back onto the knee. Drops him down once again, and this time, flying knee strike to Mikey's skull. Puts him down. We got a 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly a 3. That knee strike hit the head. It could have blacked Mikey out for a couple seconds, but not yet. Christopher Black's getting the "You Still Suck" chant from the crowd right now. He did something impressive, but he knows he has to stay on that knee. That is just smart professional wrestling from Christopher Black. One of the best up-and-coming stars right now, also known as the Connecticut Crippler. He's made his debut in UWF, in GTS. He is making his way around. He even participated in the All Wrestling Matters Deathmatch Tournament at NEW, going against someone as established as Kato. Christopher Black is painting his name for himself right now with his crippling style, but Mikey Anarchy grabbing Christopher Black, trying to drag him back into the ring because Mikey Anarchy knows if he's getting the second win, he needs to take advantage in the middle of the ring. And the rear naked choke applied, but Christopher Black smartly grabbing the ropes. Off the ropes now. Mikey Anarchy rolling around with Christopher Black. This is actually incredibly impressive for Mikey Anarchy, being able to roll and maintain with the grappler of Christopher Black's style right now. And Christopher Black shooting the elbows down, rolling out of that rear naked choke. The rear naked choke is one of the most dangerous moves in mixed martial arts and even professional wrestling. Can choke the life out of anybody, no matter what size you are, no matter how strong you are. If done correctly, your life can be squeezed right before your very eyes. But Christopher Black is the first one to his feet. That injured knee still bothering Mikey. The limp is there. Christopher Black is aiming. Goes for the Anarchy roll. Anarchy roll is successful. Christopher Black latching back down onto that injured leg slash knee of Mikey. But Mikey looks like he's almost enjoying it. He's able to reverse it and is locking in his own hold. Oh, what a reversal from Mikey. Nobody knew that Mikey Anarchy could get technical like this. This is extremely impressive, ladies and gentlemen, from Mikey Anarchy, but also extremely impressive from Christopher Black to be able to keep a man like Mikey Anarchy on the mat like this. These two TFcrew originals are absolutely going to war right now in this match. And Mikey Anarchy still feeling the effects of this, though. Anarchy making his name all over the independents right now and gets a splash onto Christopher Black. Now the back elbow. The limp is still there, ladies and gentlemen, but a third attack in the corner does connect to Christopher Black. And now Mikey taking a second, trying to kick in that second win that we talked about earlier, ladies and gentlemen, with a big-ass headbutt, laying Christopher Black down. Uh-oh. Look where Christopher Black is right now. He is in the landing zone right now. And Mikey Anarchy trying to climb the rope. He's up to the second, ladies and gentlemen, and Christopher Black is still down from that headbutt. Those three splashes taking a heavy effect. Beauty of Annihilation is hit. Mikey Anarchy hits it. 3 count is had. Mikey Anarchy is your winner of this contest. Brutal match back and forth, but it was those 3 corner splashes that was able to disorient Christopher Black enough for Mikey to hit Beauty of Annihilation. But you could argue that Beauty of Annihilation and those 3 corner attacks are really Mikey's first true offense of the entire match, besides some good technical display. Christopher Black looking extremely strong in defeat, but Mikey Anarchy is not one to be fucked with. He is one of the best independent wrestlers in the scene today, and he comes out victorious against Christopher Black. TFcrew.
Savage. We're coming to you live on the spot where this tense drama is unfolding.
Cruelty, brutal violence, and bloodlust.
Sound better than that. I'm going to make a name for myself.
I promise you, I'll destroy you all.
Don't feel bad. Even I can't kill me.
There's so many things on the horizon. The UWF Uncivilized Cup, TFcrew working with the SAW organization, school. But none of that matters right now, because this Saturday, August 17th, the Puerto Rican Prince, Brian Colton, the TFcrew World U2 title. Let's not look to the future for a second, but let's maybe reflect on the past, that I am the only man to beat Obey in the TFcrew. Let's reflect back that I am the man to win the first ever dog collar match in Connecticut pro wrestling history for this Championship. Brian Colin, I might as well get on this boat, get on my river, and go try and whoop your ass that way, but I'll wait till Saturday because the present will come and I will remain the TFcrew World YouTube Champion because I am the past, the present, and the future of wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you guys missed me. I am the anonymous commentator of the TFcrew, and I am back for an exclusive match right now. The Puerto Rican Prince taking on Big Rig Brian Colton right now in a no-ring match taking place in a smoke shop parking lot. Yes, this is what we do at the TFcrew. We are weird, bizarre. We are different. We are not what your average professional wrestling product is, but we embrace that as Big Rig spitting something right into Angel's eyes right off the bat and smacking him with that canister of something. This is for the TFcrew World YouTube Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Puerto Rican Prince Angel has laid out this challenge in Florida. And yes, for the first time ever, the Puerto Rican Prince is defending this title in Florida right now. Smack of a sign, and now a big shot to the back, but the Puerto Rican Prince is fighting back. Big strikes now, picking up the sign himself and dinking him in the damn head with it. Those metal signs can do some damage with a super kick to the knee now, and then a hard shot to the back. Now, trying to carve Big Rig Brian Colton with the sign. The Puerto Rican Prince hyping up the folks in attendance right now. This is taking place at the Arc Smoke Shop parking lot right now. Big Rig is cutting off the Puerto Rican Prince, trying to attack that leg. And hey, I know we saw somebody attacking the leg in our previous match, ladies and gentlemen, but this is for two very different reasons, ladies and gentlemen. This is, again, very smart from Big Rig Brian Colton, but not for the aspect of trying to take out the Puerto Rican Prince's base. He is trying to stop the Puerto Rican Prince from kicking him. The Puerto Rican Prince is known for a lot of different kicks, and right now, Big Rig Brian Colton is now using that knowledge to his advantage and trying to take out the ability to kick. Now a hard strike with the umbrella. Big Rig laying it in right now. Like I said, this is the first time the TFcrew World YouTube Championship is being defended in Florida, but the Puerto Rican Prince is doing it. The Puerto Rican Prince is an entrepreneur at the end of the day, taking the fart zone sign and just smacking him in the head with it. And another hard shot to the head. Right here, this is history, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and it might be unorthodox, it might be different. We might be in a parking lot right now, but here at the TFcrew, that is just how we do it. The Puerto Rican Prince grabbing a chair, laying it down, and dropping a super kick. But hey, feeling the effect of that earlier work on the knee right there, but still able to get off that super kick as the Puerto Rican Prince giving his Puerto Rican flag to a fan right there. How sweet of him. I don't think you ever see the Puerto Rican Prince act that sweet in Connecticut, and a short style DDT onto that chair to Big Rig. And now the Puerto Rican Prince trying to measure what his next move is going to be. Getting the crowd into it. Maybe the Puerto Rican Prince is a nice guy in Florida. Certainly not a nice guy in Connecticut, but we continue as a small stomp occurs onto the chair right there. Puerto Rican Prince now marching around, trying to feel out the damage to his leg. Very smart of the Puerto Rican Prince, trying to gauge how much damage was done to his leg. And as you can see, the leg giving out as he goes for a stomp right there. Another big kick to the gut, and the Puerto Rican Prince is feeling the earlier damage. He may have tweaked his knee, may have done some serious damage to that ankle. The Puerto Rican Prince falling down. I wonder if that ankle could be sprained, broken. Chair getting shoved in his face and now smacked against his back. As the hip kids would say, that is the wrong side of the chair, but for Big Rig, there is no wrong side of the chair, ladies and gentlemen. Grabbing that fart zone sign and then going right back to attacking the legs, attacking the kicking of the Puerto Rican Prince. Now picking him up and smacking hard down with the sign. Big Rig now taking control. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a no-ring match. Pinfalls or submission can happen anywhere, but Puerto Rican Prince trying to go for another DDT right there. He's cut off. And Impaler style DDT onto the concrete, onto the box. Puerto Rican Prince was laid out flat by Big Rig right there. Puerto Rican Prince now basking in his own champ. Big Rig trying to also keep the crowd at bay. A little bit of taunting to the crowd never hurts anyone. And now choking him with this umbrella. Good heaven and Lord. Trying to choke the life out of the Puerto Rican Prince. And if I was Big Rig, you gotta stay on that injured legs of the Puerto Rican Prince. His Angel's ankle gave out earlier. You have to stay on top of that ankle, or else the Puerto Rican Prince is going to get kicky in a hurry. Now trying to use the umbrella like a cane to get up right now. Unorthodox as the umbrella gives out under the weight of the Puerto Rican Prince. Some may not be able to realize it, but the Puerto Rican Prince is a lot heavier than he looks. He is 185 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. We keep these things in our databases and our records. The Puerto Rican Prince has some weight to him, and that's where some of these strikes come from, and throwing the chancla and then throwing the super kick, but at what cost? See that injured ankle flaring back up after that super kick, but the throwing of the chancla was quite beautiful from the Puerto Rican Prince right there.
Let's go, people.
Taking this to the street, says the Puerto Rican Prince, still holding that injured ankle, but walking Big Rig out to the streets. I mean, hell, we're already in a parking lot. Fuck it, why not? Let's just go to the streets, I guess. Now Big Rig grabbing him into a rear naked choke, a very devastating hold as we discussed earlier right here, and now trying to break down the Puerto Rican Prince with this rear naked choke right now, trying to choke the life out of him. Could we have a new World TFcrew YouTube champion in Florida right now? The Puerto Rican Prince playing off the hype of the audience right now, shooting elbows into the gut. Huge super kick, but again, at what cost, I ask, ladies and gentlemen, because Big Rig is not only still up, but that hurt the Puerto Rican Prince, but the jumping knee strike is not effective enough. I think the injured ankle did not let the Puerto Rican Prince get enough power off of that leg for the jumping knee strike, and Big Rig is able to continue stomping him out right here in the concrete in Miami, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Who's doing it like us? Frankly, I don't know. I'd be kind of scared if they were doing it like us. I'm already scared watching this myself. These are two men beating the shit out of each other in a parking lot in Florida. And now Big Rig grabbing the Puerto Rican Prince, straight knuckle to face action right there. Dropping big punches onto the Puerto Rican Prince right there, trying to disorientate him, but you need to stay on that ankle. That ankle was already injured, and not staying on the ankle could cost Big Rig later in the match, but now grabbing him by the shoulder, and the Puerto Rican Prince is raking the eyes. Dirty tactics from the Puerto Rican Prince. Some things just never change. Puerto Rican Prince there, Superman style punch right there. Again, able to disorientate him with then a big jumping shot with the street / metal sign, and another one again. And again, Big Rig is down on the ground. Puerto Rican Prince now looking like he's going for a bulldog style choke right now, hyping up the crowd. That choke is in tight, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldog style choke cinched in. Big Rig looks like he's losing life right now. Looks like he might pass out, actually. The Prince chant starting again. Big Rig looks like he's losing life. Brian Colton. He's out. He's out. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, is the Puerto Rican Prince, choking out Brian Colton right there in the middle of the concrete. I know that concrete is hot as hell. I know he does not want to be laying there, but he is out cold right now, talking to the sheep that are jumping around in his brain right now, and maybe just coming to. Puerto Rican Prince retains his World YouTube Championship, and now looks like we're getting a little bit of that sponsorship vape right there. Oh yes, Arc Smoke Shop condoning a little bit of marijuana use right there. And the Puerto Rican Prince basking in the victory, in the retention of his World TFcrew YouTube Championship. And now here it comes, his title being returned to him. The Puerto Rican Prince remains undefeated in singles action.
9 defenses I've had under this belt. I have fought men who have fought in H2O. I have fought men in XPW. I have fought men across every single region, except this one for this belt. You are a test, and you are TFcrew with me. Thank you.
Brian Colton accepting the respect of the Puerto Rican prince does not have a happy look on his face, but accepts the respect that was given to him. The Puerto Rican prince is walking away victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode of Unhinged, make sure to like and subscribe, because we will be seeing you guys very soon with more TF Crew content.